Hello and welcome to CUTV. Today we're joined by model and blogger Leomie Anderson, who has worked with everyone from Tom Ford and Marc Jacobs to Topshop and Victoria Secret. Welcome, Leomie. So you were discovered by Premier Model Management when you were 17. What was that like and how has it changed your life?
Well, it's crazy. I was actually scouting when I was 14, but I actually started doing Fashion Week for the first time when I was 17. So that's when I say to people that I started my career, but I've been signed on Premier's books since I was 14 years old. So it's been a crazy journey to actually be here and be here today, especially.
You've just become the face of Topshop's first foundation for dark skin.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that because I feel like there's not a lot of brands that really cater to dark-skinned people and dark-skinned women on the high street. You know, if I wanted to buy makeup beforehand, I had to go to MAC, Bobbi Brown, like really expensive brands. And as I said before, like if my little cousin, for example, wanted to experiment with makeup, who's giving her £30 to go to MAC, please? Not me, not her mum, not no one. So she's kind of stuck. So it's really cool that Topshop is catering to a variety of skin tones.
What are the challenges for models of colour in the industry today?
Well, if it's not makeup, then it's hair. That's always an issue. I'm always talking about the fact that if a model who is white, when sat in a chair, she doesn't have to worry that her hair is going to get ruined. You know, she knows that all the products that are there are suitable for their hair, all the tools are suitable for their hair. Whereas me, I have to be on high alert, dodging hairdressers trying to put all these products in my hair that is not meant for not meant for black hair. Do you know what I mean? And that is definitely one of the struggles that needs to be faced next.
Did you have any bad experiences during London or New York Fashion Week?
Oh, well, really, it's like which one? Which experience do you want to talk about right now? I've had many a situation, you know, from them trying to put a product in my hair that they think is going to make it slick and I know it's going to make it frizzy, and I'm just trying to tell them and they feel like I'm trying to tell them how to do their job. So I remember when I was younger and I just let them put it in my hair and it just literally just turned to afro in 2 seconds. It's crazy, but I don't know, you're always going to go through these situations, but in 2016 I don't think it's acceptable.
You've written a lot about racism in the industry on your blog, Crack China Cup. Have you had any horrendous experiences?
I've definitely had my fair share of, you know, I've been offended, I've been insulted, and, you know, especially when you go to places like Milan, you know, you can go to a casting and they can say, oh, sorry, we don't want any black people, we don't want any Africans, and I'm just like, well, actually, my heritage is Jamaican. If you're going to be racist, get the logistics right. But honestly, I can joke about it now, but when I was younger, I definitely didn't know how to deal with it. And I feel more sorry for the younger models who are coming up who are going to experience that, because I'm older and I have a lot, you know, thicker skin and I know how to handle myself in these situations. But it's more like the younger models who, you know, people forget that these girls are, you know, 15, 16, 17, who they're speaking to like that and saying these offensive things too. I feel for them, really.
So you've recently launched your new brand, LAPP. Talk to me, tell us more about it.
Well, basically, it kind of all started from a blog post that I put up on Crack China Cup, which went viral, and it was an open letter to my young female readers about consent and the pressures they're under to send explicit pictures or get into scenarios with guys where they're kind of afraid to say no. So off the back of that, I was able to be on Good Morning Britain and BBC News, and I went to an all-girls school and I was speaking to the different students there, and I basically asked them, like, if you were going through a situation where you were unsure of something or you didn't know where to turn or you needed advice, who would you go to? And they said, like, oh, I have my sister, if I had an older cousin, or maybe my friends. But if they didn't have any of those three, then who are they going to turn to? Because you're not going to ask them, oh, should I send the guy a picture of my... Do you know what I mean? You're not going to do that. So I wanted to create a safe space on the internet where women, young girls, whoever can go to seek inspiration, to seek advice, to read real stories and read real perspectives.
What can we hope to see in future collections? So you've covered consent. What's next?
Well, my next series of t-shirts that I'm working on is going to be called Nudity.
Okay, yeah.
And it's basically going to be talking about the policing of women's bodies and also the representation of different female bodies, because usually when you see a woman's body on clothing, for example, it's always the same type of body shape, quite a slim body, small boobs. I want to definitely try and portray different types of body shapes within my collection, so that's kind of the next step. But we'll see how that one goes.
And last thing, you haven't said what does LAPP stand for?
Leomie Anderson, the project, the purpose. There you go. Thought of it in like 2 seconds.
And on that note, thanks so much for
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, guys.
That was brilliant.
And go and buy t-shirts from lapthebrand.com.